What's up, everybody? My name is Jason and welcome to Small Biz and today's walk and talk video in an absolutely gorgeous sunny and 92 degrees in Atlanta. We're going to talk about why I just hired a 5-star Fiverr freelancer to build out our Discord for stocks channel. What in the world is going on with MULN last trade 62 and a quarter? And is this stock market correction that began about 3 weeks ago about to come to an end? All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. I'm out getting my 10,000 steps in. Needed to get away. It's been a crazy week. As many of you know, I had a bug followed by a sushi episode Saturday night at a place where it's locally 5-star, speaking of Fiverr. But I was in and out of the bathroom more than a dozen times between then and now. So I think I'm done with it. Which brings me to Fiverr. I opened up the Discord. Let me know in the comments below on YouTube. Do you have any experience with Discord? Do you have your own channel? Are you a member? Some of you must be. What do you think of it? I opened our channel, I think it was Thursday of last week. And it's not too complicated. You know, you've got a server, you've got channels, you've got categories, you've got permissions. Then I made the mistake, or maybe not, of watching some of those half-hour how-to videos. And I said, wait a second, mine doesn't look anywhere near as good as this. So I said, why don't I just hire an expert? I went over to Fiverr, first time I'd ever been there, but I've certainly heard about it. And I found a guy, 5 stars. He's 8 hours ahead of us, overseas. Over 1,200 projects, not a single negative comment. So I sent him a note. I offered him 3 times the going rate. I said, I need this done within 48 hours. He responded almost immediately. Said, no problem. I told us about our website, what the theme was going to be. I'll get you all squared away. You'll love it. You'll also be able to offer subscriptions directly from Discord. I've been hesitant to do that because of all the scam. There's a lot of people that impersonate me. They have ripped off our community to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars. So if you do not have a small business, and that's about 20% of you, you may be able to, in the next few days, sign up directly for a subscription, and there may be a small discount if that's all you have is an interest in trading stocks. Everybody else, 80% of you, just sit tight. We'll have it all figured out. It'll be a lot of fun. Try smallbiz.com for premium members. All right. Well, he seems like he's out of breath. Yeah. I've been walking for an hour. There's a beautiful horse park. I don't know if you can see it behind me. It's kind of far away, but I come here 4 or 5 times a week. Every once in a while, I meet someone. Oh, you're that guy on that YouTube channel. You got me into that MULN. Mayday. All right, look. 100 million shares appeared out of nowhere. Have you noticed that? 186 million shares as of the most recent filing today. That's 100 to 110 million more since the reverse split a few weeks ago, which was 1 for 25. We knew in one of the filings that they had 52 million shares related to comp. Okay, let's assume that's in there. Where'd the other 50 or 60 million come from? I don't have an answer for that. And then I saw, you know who, removed most of his MULN videos. Why would you do that unless you're doing something really, really wrong? You look even more guilty now. I'm not going to do any of that. I've never talked to these motherfuckers by email or phone, and I never will. I got sucked into the story, and I was dead wrong. I'm down on MULN, and to a lesser extent, MCOM, 70%. MCOM I own at 21. I'm not that concerned. They got to get it over a dime by October 12th. Yes, it's still a buy in the low to mid 6s, but I wouldn't be touching MULN at 62, even though it could easily bounce to the low 80s, as I said in my last video. Too many games. Why did they wait until day 4 of attempted compliance with NASDAQ to initiate the buyback? Don't give me that bullshit about the quiet period and the earnings. That was already out. And even more importantly, why haven't we seen any news relating to a second purchase? Why would they let the stock drop almost 40% and not buy any more? This is either an epic failure, arguably, potentially, of criminal proportion, or there's something going on that we're not aware of. And I challenged David in my last video and again today, tell us, do you have an extension and or an appeal with NASDAQ? You have to come out and tell us. Why in the fuck are you not buying more stock in the 60s? You were loading up near $1. You failed there to hold compliance. Then you drop 100 million shares or thereabouts in the last few weeks. And now you're not buying any of the stock back? Have you given up? We've got 10 days from today to September the 5th. And there's no way we're going to regain compliance without an appeal or an extension. Is that their intention? I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have they just thrown in the towel? Do they just want to go OTC bulletin board? I don't see the value. It's a scourge. They're going to be one of the only major EV players on the pink sheets. Workhorse, Canoe, all those, Neo, Lucid, they're all, by the way, they were cranking today along with Tesla. If you're following me on Twitter, I said Tesla had double top breakout in February at 207. We got down to 212 on Friday and bounced. Is the low in closing for the market? I don't think so. But 3/4 of the sell-off, in my opinion, is over. I said 3 weeks ago when a number of indicators started to fade, Stowe's, MACD on the weekly, we had the bearish crossover. We're now 2/3 to 3/4 of the way down on the weekly, which means we may have another week or two before the market bottoms. But some stocks, like an Nvidia or even a Tesla, may have in fact bottomed Friday and or today. So if you're an investor, you stay the course. There's no need to be loading up or doubling up as you would in a bear market in something like QQQ, ARKK, IWM, or SPY, all of which I own. And you should have between 50 and as much as 80% of your money there. In terms of trading, buy zones are the same. 150 to 1 3/4 on CRKN, low to mid 6s on MCOM. I would not go near, just my opinion, unless you're using a type stop and you know you're rolling the dice on MULN. Just when you think it can't get worse, it does. And then MobQ, which is an AI-related ad agency that has a major emphasis in politics, is an interesting bottom fish, in my opinion, around 98 cents to $1. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, from a very hot and steamy Atlanta, Georgia, always remember that I love you, and thanks for watching.